Good evening, everyone. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. If you are new to my page, my name is Allison Wellington, certified dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with busy professional women to teach them how to attract and keep the partners that they deserve. I do live streams normally every Monday, 12 noon Eastern, every Wednesday during the 5 o'clock hour, and then every Friday, 12 noon Eastern. However, I'm actually doing, a 5-day live stream series in preparation for my live training, which will be hosted on December 23rd, which is called Where the Marriage Minded Men Are in 2026. One of the number one questions I get from my client base, my audience is, Allison, where do I go? How do I mix and mingle? How do I socialize? How do I network? Where do I place myself so that I am around marriage minded men who actually want commitment, who actually want to forge the relationship, the family they want to create? They want to have the things that many of us ideally want, but sometimes we come across jokers who don't want that. I shouldn't say that. I pride myself on not saying that the pool is full of piss and poop. There are people who don't want what we want. Therefore, we don't socialize, we don't network, we don't mess with, we don't talk to, we don't uh what's the word? Situationship with. We don't do none of that. We only socialize, network, go on dates with, entertain people who at least want what we want. And then it's just a matter of time for us to assess whether or not we want those things with each other. Does that make sense? All right. So getting into all of that, if you are watching this on Instagram land, I want you to come over to YouTube. The screen is crisper. The lighting is better. It's just a better engagement. To come over to YouTube, all you have to do is comment or DM the word YouTube, and the link will go directly to your DMs, or you can go to YouTube and put Align with Allison. Okay. So again, in preparation for our full length 1 hour live training, which will be on December 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going live every day to prepare you, to give you some insight so that once we get into the training together in our private Zoom link, you know what we're doing, you know where we're going, you know the direction that this is going in. Okay, excellent. So I'm putting the link on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm putting the link in as well so that you guys can go ahead and register for our private training. Oh, Sean says, Jesus loves you. God bless. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. All right. So everyone should have access to the link. If you're on Instagram, if you are on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, you now have access to the link for you to register for the full hour live training, which is December 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you absolutely cannot make it live, it will be recorded and emailed out to you that night. If you absolutely cannot make it, try your best to make it. Get in the car, get in the bathroom, go in the closet at work if you can. All right. So Crystal says, when is this again? Yes, it is going to be on Tuesday, the 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern, the full length training Where the Marriage Minded Men Are in 2026. All right. So what are we discussing today for the next 13 minutes? What are we discussing? So today's conversation is around meeting men versus meeting husbands and how that's not the same thing. Meeting men versus meeting husbands and how that is not the same thing. So again, many people come to me and say, Allison, where do I meet guys? Where do I meet good guys? Where do I meet men who are doing well for themselves? Where do I meet marriage-minded men? Those are not all the same things. Okay. Yes, we want our husbands to be handsome to us. Yes, we want our husbands to be kind and loving and affectionate. Yes, we want our husbands to be well-to-do. Who wouldn't want to be with someone who is financially sound? But meeting guys or meeting good guys and then meeting marriage-minded men, meeting husbands, right? It's not the same thing. So what I need you to recognize and accept is that you need to switch up where you are going so that you are around the types of people who want what you want. Very plainly, any basketball fans, sport fans, right? I'm a New Yorker. I'm automatically a Knicks fan. Okay. If I wanted to be around other Knicks fans, the number one place I would go is MSG, Madison Square Garden. They have a similar interest, basketball. They have a similar team that they are a fan of, the Knicks. We're going to go to the places where the people who are like-minded are going to be. And it'll be very easy for me to pick out of the 30,000 plus seats that are at MSG. It's very easy for me to find a fellow Knicks fan because I'm going where Knicks fans go. If you want to be around marriage-minded men, then you have to go where marriage-minded men go and not just where men go, right? So in the training on Tuesday, I'm going to go through the spaces you can go to meet men and then the spaces you're going to go to meet marriage-minded men, okay? So I understand that many of you say, I meet men all the time, and I believe you. Many of you say, well, I'm attractive and I get attention all the time. I believe you. You're not isolated. You're not invisible. You're not struggling to get dates. But again, meeting men and meeting husbands are not the same thing. And so if you don't understand the difference, you are going to date for years and you are going to feel stuck. You are going to date for years and you are going to feel stuck. This is where the frustration sets in because you think, well, I'm doing everything. I look gorgeous. I'm working on my physique. My skin is skinning, right? I'm outside. I'm dating. I'm available, but yet nothing else is moving forward. So again, meeting men is the easiest part of dating. Men are everywhere. Single men are everywhere. Attractive men are everywhere. But if you are in environments with men who don't have intention, bars, I know because someone's about to ask me, Allison, where? Bars, dating apps that you have not optimized your profile to help do some of the filtering for you, random social settings. These places are designed for access. These places are not designed for alignment. Just because a man is present, it doesn't mean that he is positioned for partnership. Meeting marriage-minded men requires exposure. Meeting a husband requires intention, environment, and discernment. Are y'all with me? Okay, so let's get a little bit deeper in this. So this is where the women get tripped up, right? Like, oh, well, I'm attractive, right? And that feels not only desirable and it feels sexy and it's wonderful to be wanted, right? And it feels like it's momentum, like, oh, I'm moving forward. Chemistry feels like progress. Oh, I'm moving forward. But what attraction does not tell you is if this man desires marriage, does he want it? Does he believe in the institution? And does he desire it for himself, right? Is he emotionally available? Can he connect with you on a human to human level? Or is he looking for a wife, but doesn't necessarily desire being a husband? Is he looking for a wife, but doesn't necessarily desire being a husband? Is he looking for a helpmate, but isn't trying to put in the work? So she's doing all the things, right? So that is what attraction will not tell you. Attraction will not tell you whether or not he has the capacity for partnership, and almost most importantly, whether or not he's aligned to your timeline. When I do my consultations, I'm on the phone with women who want to get into coaching. I want to make sure it's a good fit before anybody invests anything, right? So I ask the same 4 questions. And I want to say my third to last question is, tell me an ideal timeline. In a perfect world, you want to meet this guy when, you want to be engaged when, you want to get married when, like in a perfect world, what does that timeline look like for you, right? And some people say, I don't have a timeline. Some people tell me a year, 2 years, whatever their timeline is. I just want to make sure that they're serious. That's my intention, right? But for your intention of having that timeline, if you meet somebody who meet all of your criteria, however, he says in his mind, subconsciously or outwardly to you, which is amazing, I don't want to get married until I'm 40. I don't want to get married until I establish my business. I don't want to get married until I have my promotion. I don't want to get married until I pay off this debt. I don't want to get married until my kid from a previous relationship is X years old. Then it doesn't matter how great they are. If they are not on your timeline, it doesn't do anything for you, right? So you could be deeply attracted to someone who has no intention of building a life with you. And I'm sure this is not the first time you've ever heard this, or you've seen it, you've experienced it, or something along those lines. You can be deeply attracted to someone who has no intention of building a life with you. Meeting husbands requires you to prioritize intention over excitement. Safety feels safe, and safety sometimes is boring. And that excitement that you're constantly looking for is actually chaos. It's your nerves being bad. When you recognize that a healthy relationship can be misinterpreted by someone who isn't healed as boring, then you are going to get a lot further in life and a lot further in your romantic life. I'm not saying that you're not attracted to this person. You absolutely should be attracted to your partner and your husband. But what I'm saying is that when it feels like all of this does not get down the aisle. This inconsistency, this unsureness, which I don't even know if that's a word, will not get you down the aisle. It'll get you great sex. It'll get you a lack of clarity, which may equate to you as excitement, but I'm telling you, it will not get you where you want to go. Does that make sense? Husbands don't reveal themselves through charm. They reveal themselves through consistency and direction. Does he have a plan for his life? Does he have a plan for you in it? Or any woman that he takes seriously. If he doesn't have a plan for himself and he doesn't have a plan for your life, then that tells you everything that you need to know. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, shout out to, is it Naga? I don't want to mess this up, girl. Nagauko. I think I got that right. Shout out to her. She's coming in from South Africa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you are just coming in, I am warming you up. I am preparing you for every day for the next 5 days for my live masterclass where the marriage-minded men are in 2026. This will be a 1-hour live training for busy professional women who are ready for real relationships. Real. It'll be on December 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern. The link is in my bio. The link will be in the description once this video is complete, and it's already in the comments. So go ahead and grab a seat. I'm only taking the first 25 people because I always do a Q&A at the end, and I want to make sure that I attend to everyone's questions. So I'm only taking 25 people. All right. So far, we are talking about knowing the difference between a man and a marriage-minded man. Okay. Someone who is serious about you. We talked about why meeting men in general is easy. That's not the hard part for many of you. The hard part is a marriage-minded man. We talked about attraction versus intention. That was part 2. Part 3, why consistency alone is not enough. Women talk all day long. I want a man who's consistent. I want a man who's consistent. And that's valuable, but that alone is not enough. You'll say, Allison, oh my God, I thought that I was really very clear about knowing this. And now you're making this shaky. Now you're making this questionable. I'm not. I want you to think about a job, right? You interview for a job. They tell you the salary. The salary is amazing. The salary is more than what you anticipated. You were asking for 120, they're offering you 140. And you're like, oh my God, the salary for any job is the most important. But that's not the only thing you're looking for. What are the sick days like? What's the vacation days like? What's the work environment? Is it welcoming? Is it warm? Is it toxic? Is there flexibility in your time? Are the staff that you have to oversee, are they warm? Are they welcoming? Are they knowledgeable? It's not just the salary. It's not just consistency that you're looking for. That alone is not enough. A man can text you every day. He can call you regularly. He can see you consistently and still have no plan for you in his life. Consistency without direction will keep you stuck for years because it looks good on paper, but it is not moving forward, right? That looks like long-term situationships. It looks like we're exclusive. That's my man, but we're not actually moving forward. We're not growing. Story time. If you are new to my page, you might not be aware of my own love story. So before I was married to my husband, Andrew, I was dating a gentleman for 4 years. That was just this. It was consistent, but there were no next steps. We were in our late 20s going into our 30s. Where's the engagement? Where's the house? Where's the baby? Where's the savings account? Where are the next steps that any adult relationship should have if there is growth, if there's movement that's forward? There was none. At the 4-year mark, I said, hell no. because I am not going to waste my time, my effort, my energy, my blood, my sweat, my tears, my eggs with someone who is either unwilling or unable to commit on the level in which I desired. So I had to exit stage left. I had no choice. You have no choice. You say that you want to be in a healthy, committed relationship. You say that you want marriage. You say that you want children. You want to buy a house. You want to travel the world. You want a companion. You want someone that you can rely on. You're tired of deleting apps or removing yourself off of social media leading up to Christmas because you wanted the pajama pictures. You're tired of not having someone that you can travel on a vacation with. You're tired of doing your birthdays with your girlfriends. No shade to the girlfriends. I love my girls. But we also want our male companionship. You say that, but are you willing to do what it takes to show up differently so that you can get a different result? Marriage-minded men move with clarity. Marriage-minded men don't avoid the conversation. Marriage-minded men don't stall indefinitely, wasting your time and their time, but they don't care because they have other options, right? They don't need to be convinced. They know what they want and they go after it. If there's any question in your mind, in your heart, whether or not the guy that you're seeing right now that is not committed to you wants you, that's all the answer you need. Because a man who is serious is going to make it absolutely clear. He's going to snatch you off the market and he's going to move forward without a question in mind. Final point. Why some men meet husbands and others don't, right? It's not luck. It's not age. It's not beauty. It is strategy. It is strategy. I need you in high intent environments. I need you to learn how to vet early instead of waiting and hoping and praying that things just work out on its own. Nothing else in your life has worked out on its own. You worked hard for your degrees. You worked hard for the car. You worked hard for the condo, the house, the credit. You worked hard on clearing up your skin. You worked hard on working through your traumas of your childhood. Nothing else just landed in your lap. This won't either, right? I don't need you to overinvest without clarity. Stop investing in people who don't want what you want. And if they wanted it, they would say it. It's very easy, very straightforward, right? I need you to understand that men who want marriage recognize who you are and if you're the right one for them very quickly, and they will not waste your time. All right. So now that we're wrapping up, if this conversation has hit you, it's not because you need more dates. It's because you need a better strategy. All right. So if you need to know where the marriage-minded men are, how to identify them early, how to stop confusing chemistry with compatibility, that is exactly what I'll be teaching in the live masterclass, which is where the marriage-minded men are in 2026. It's happening on Tuesday, December the 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern. This isn't free because it's strategic. All right. So if marriage is the goal, then this is the room that you need to be in. All right, folks, I got to go. It's time for me to start putting the babies down. It has been a pleasure. I'm going to put the link again for Facebook and for YouTube. Let me put that in there. It's also linked in my bio and it'll be in the description. It'll be pinned. It'll have all the things. Okay. Instagrammy, y'all been hard-headed. So it's fine. If you didn't come over to YouTube, click the link in my bio. It's already there, or you can comment or DM the word strategy and you'll get it there as well. All right, folks, got to go. It's been a pleasure. I will see you tomorrow at some time. All right, guys. Bye.